Ihatod kaninyo sa July Flores Enterprise. Alang sa inyong mga construction needs, bisitaha ang July Flores Enterprise. Gumikan kay dinhin ninyo mapalit ang tanang klase sa mga balas, sama sa core sand, fine sand, river mix, o gravel Y o mountain mix. O ang lingon ng mga hollow block nga gamat sa makina, busa, mga higala. Ayaw na paglangay pa, dinhin na pamalit sa July Flores Enterprise. Nga makita dinhin sa Flores Compound, National Highway, Gihing, Hagunoy, Davao del Sur. Sumasahim papawid mula sa Barangay Gihing, Hagunoy, Davao del Sur. Ito ang inyong community radio station, DXJF 95.1 Sky Radio, ang radyo na may malasakit sa bayan.
To those who are listening and watching on our live main streaming in Facebook, welcome everyone. You're tuning in to Radio Flex, Kaanon sa Kaangilan. I want to know if you are listening with me right now. Can you shout, hooray! That's nice. Thank you so much for your active participation. I am Teacher Neil Antipuesto.
I am Teacher Rose Palamara.
And I am Teacher Mong Generalo.
Your radio teachers from Bangor National High School.
excited to serve you for our first Daily 9 Barbering class on air. I hope everyone is having their most comfortable position at home while listening and watching our Facebook Live today. Has everyone taken their meal? That's good, because we need energy for our activity today. A quick mind and good understanding for our Tle 9 lesson this afternoon. This time, please get your Tle 9 module, which will be your guide in our lesson today. Again, please get your Tle 9 module for your guide in our lesson this afternoon. You will also have your personal time, like going to the comfort room, grab some water or snacks so that if we will start our discussion, there will be no more any distractions. Now, I think we are all set for our lesson this afternoon. But before anything else, I would just like to congratulate everyone for passing grade 8 level. Now that you're in grade 9, you will learn more new things. Let's all clap for ourselves for a job well done. So, are you ready? Great! When you were in grade 8, you have learned that in order to boost our confidence, we have to take good care of ourselves. For our first lesson on air in Tle 9 in Barbering, we will talk about on how to check and analyze our hair for us to make it healthy. Get your modules because our radio teacher is excited to discuss it to you. Let us welcome radio teacher Rose from Bangkok National High School. Students, this lesson is focused on learning competency in barbering. Check and analyze hair type to determine appropriate shampoo and conditioner to be used. Please listen attentively to your teacher.
Hello, grade 9 students of Davao del Sur. I am Teacher Rose, your radio teacher from Bangkok National High School. I hope you are all excited as I am for our first Tle 9 lesson on air. Since it is our first time, I expect that everyone will listen during the discussion and participate in our activities. Are you ready? Well, let's get started. Get your Tle 9 module in barbering, paper, notebook, ball pen, and let's get the rolling. But before we start our our lesson this day, I would like to ask you few questions on the things or routines you usually do in order to make your hair healthy and strong. Do you have specific cream, liquid, or any sort of secret weapon you apply to make it grow healthy, long, and strong? Do you think it helps your hair in any way? Can you name a few of how it helps your hair? Very good. Applying an aloe vera makes your hair healthy. Do you now have an idea about our lesson today? Okay, let us begin by answering an activity that can be found on page 1 of your module under Let Us Try. For you to have an idea about our lesson today, let us answer the first activity on page 1. All you have to do is to give an answer of what hair treatment or product will you suggest on the following hair type. Use separate sheets for your answer. The first hair type is damaged and dry fine hair. What can you suggest? Wow, great job! Yes, we can apply coconut milk to make it shiny. Number 2, wavy medium hair. Number 3, coarse curly hair. Next, dry and damaged medium hair. And last hair type is fine wavy hair. What suggestion do you have in your mind? There are ways on how to pick the best and most appropriate shampoo or conditioner to address our hair problems. All we need to know is to check and analyze our hair type. But how? For analyzing scalp and hair, barbers need to inspect every section of the scalp for them to find out what services suit to the client's hair. The condition of the scalp will determine whether it is advisable to perform certain services or use particular products. To establish the condition of the hair, skin, and scalp, there are visual checks and tests that must be performed, the result of which must always be recorded. If any contraindications are found, under no circumstances, you must perform the service on the client. textured. It is classified into 3 types, shown in the table on page 2 of your module. For fine, the hair feels thin and lacks natural body and bounce. There may be areas where you can see the scalp through the hair. Fine hair can be either straight or wavy. The next type is medium textured. Medium hair feels thicker in texture, both in the individual strands and in the overall volume of the hair on the scalp. Medium textured hair can be straight, wavy, or curly. The last one is coarse hair. It feels rough in texture. It is extremely curly and has the greatest diameter. It is difficult to press. Coarse hair can be straightened by applying more heat and pressure. We love our hair, and one way of showing how we adore our crowning glory, we apply shampoo on its roots. Little did we know that there are different categories of shampoos that we need to know. Now, the types of shampoos are the following. First is the acid balance shampoos or everyday shampoos. These are designed to prevent excessive dryness, particularly color-treated or lighted hair. Next is conditioning or moisturizing shampoos that are designed to make hair smooth and shine, to avoid chemically treated hair, and to improve the manageability of the hair. This shampoo is rich in protein and biotin that restore moisture and elasticity, strengthen the hair shaft, and add volume. Third are medicated shampoos that contain special chemicals to reduce excessive. Fourth, clarifying shampoos. These contain acidic ingredients to cut the product built up through the hair. This can make the hair shiny. Fifth are balancing shampoos that wash away excess oiliness of the hair and scalp. Sixth are dry and powder shampoos. It cleanses the hair without the use of soap and water. The powder picks up dirt and oil as you brush or comb it through the hair. It's designed to use for clients who are not comfortable with wetting the hair. Lastly, the color-enhancing shampoos. It tones down brassiness, create warmth, and camouflage roots without altering professional salon color. Conditioners are also categorized into three, namely rinse through, treatment or repair, and leave-in conditioners. Rinse through conditioners, finishing rinses, or cream that are rinsed out after they work through the hair for detangling. Next, treatment or repair conditioners are deep, penetrating conditioners that are left on the hair 10 to 20 minutes, restoring protein and moisture in the hair. Last, leave-in are conditioners that contain moisturizing and protective ingredients and sprayed onto our hair. At this point, I want you to refer on the table on page 3, Guides to Follow for Appropriations. You can use this guide for recommendation to your clients. Now, you can do the activity under Let Us Practice More on page 4. Let us read the direction. Give some recommendations on what particular hair products to be used on the following situations given. Use separate sheets for your answers. How do you find the questions in the activity? Great! I think you are now very excited to discover a lesson this afternoon. I hope that you now understand on how to check and analyze hair type to determine appropriate shampoo and conditioner to be used. Good luck, and I know that you can do the activities later. If you have more questions and clarifications, our radio teacher, Teacher Vong, will do a recap on the things that we have discussed. Thank you for listening, grade 9 students. I hope to see you soon for our next discussion in TLE 9. It has been your teacher Rose from Bangka National High School.
How are you, our dear students? You have heard Teacher Rose, our TLE teacher from Bangka National High School. Let's give her a round of applause. Teacher Rose have well explained us all about the ways to check and analyze the hair type to determine appropriate shampoo and conditioner to be used. Did you have fun learning? Right. We'll just continue later after this short break. Wala pa. And now, we are back to Radio Flix, Kaalam sa Kahanginan in TL9. Earlier, radio teacher Rose explained to us about the ways to check and analyze the hair type to determine appropriate shampoo and conditioner to be used. Now let's check your notes about the things that we have discussed today. Radio teacher Rose explained that analyzing scalp and hair, barbers need to inspect every section of the scalp for them to find out what services suit the client's hair. The condition of the scalp will determine whether it is advisable to perform certain services or use particular products. To establish the condition of the hair, skin, and scalp, there are visual checks and tests that must be performed. The results must always be recorded. For hair texture, it is classified into 3 types shown in the table on page 2 of your module. For fine, the hair feels thin and lacks natural body and bounce. There may be areas where you can see the scalp through the hair. Fine hair can be either straight or wavy. The next type is medium texture. Medium hair feels thicker in texture, both in the individual strands and the overall volume of the hair on the scalp. Medium textured hair can be straight, wavy, or curly. The last one is the coarse hair. It feels rough in texture. It is extremely curly and has the greatest diameter. It is difficult to press, and coarse hair can be straightened by applying more heat and pressure. See? It's just easy to remember. Now that we are through with our recap, get your module and pencil because this time we will answer a series of activities inside it. Are you ready? Now open your module on page 4 under Let Us Remember. Let us read the instruction together. Read and answer the following questions. Number 1. What are the types of hair? Next. Number 2. What are the types of shampoos? Number 3. What are the types of conditioners? Number 4. How are we going to determine what appropriate shampoo or conditioner are we going to use? And the last number, is it possible to apply conditioner alone? And why? Time is up! Let's proceed to page 5. Let us assess activity. Let us read instruction. Complete this table by choosing at least 5 clients or respondents in your community. Analyze their hair and scalp condition and write your recommendations as to what particular hair care are they going to follow. Time is up. All right. How do you find those 2 activities? Did you enjoy it? Oh, that's nice to hear. Consultation is one of the most essential things to do before giving services. Analyzing the client's hair structure and scalp condition will help barbers determine on what proper supplies and tools will be used in giving service. At home, we can also help our family, friends, and neighbors on what proper supplies will be used upon administering hair care. We just need to stop to learn and not to changes in this very challenging world. You might fall out every time we try, but there are ways to stand and find. You need to be free. And that ends our activity for today in TLE 9. Did you answer it all? Make sure that you have answered it. If you are confused or you have more questions about the lesson or in the activity, then you can still scan through your TLE 9 module or you may contact your TLE teacher. I hope that you have learned about how to check and analyze hair type to determine appropriate shampoo and conditioner to be used. Yes, thank you so much, Teacher Rose and Teacher Wong. It was a great discussion of the topic that we had this afternoon. It is timely because many of our young individuals nowadays aspiring to become a skilled barbers. And one of the important things we must learn for them to realize it SD should know how to check and analyze hair types.
Yes, Teacher Neil, that's right. Because in the near future, they will encounter different clients with different hair problems. And in order for them to address it, they should apply the appropriate hair products.
And speaking of hair products, barbers should know the functions of every product so that he or she applies to the clients or respondents, because if inappropriate hair products treatment will lead to damage hair and scalp. Alright, our next lesson will be about how to prepare to shampoo. So make sure to stay tuned only here at Radio Flix Kaalam sa Kahanginan and hit like on our page WSOR Classroom for a fast update on our virtual classes. It has been your radio teachers, Radio Bong Generalo,
Teacher Rose Palamara
at Teacher Neil Antipuesto
from Bangkal National High School saying, Dili yung damo ng edukasyon, kaalam sa kahaningan, susidado gihapon. Stay safe everyone and see you on our next class.
Life goes on.